Guys, how's it going? Eli here, back with another video where today we're going to be having a conversation about some of the rumors that have been going around with Ultra Premium Collection reprints, as well as a couple of booster box reprints such as Rebel Clash, Cosmic Eclipse, and Unified Minds. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So, if you don't already know, we do weekly giveaways. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed, leave a like, and comment down below on any of the pre-recorded videos we post each and every week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Of course, you can comment and like on any of these videos, so you can comment and like multiple times, which allows you for multiple entries on top of, as well, we've got 3 winners that will each be receiving 12 Astral Radiance packs. So multiple opportunities to win, multiple opportunities to enter. But now that we got that out of the way, let's just jump right into the topic. So, you know, today is going to be more of like a true or false, addressing the rumors kind of, you know, day. Because I've had multiple people send me pictures of, hey, have you heard about what's going on with this and this and this in regards to reprints happening? There's been rumors surfacing here. So there's been a lot of interesting kind of news in regards to that. But I want to really address a lot of these rumors, and I think the first one we're going to start off with Ultra Premium Collection. So with the Ultra Premium Collection, obviously, if people don't know, we're talking about the Celebrations one with the Golden Charizard and the Golden Pikachu Metal card. There have been rumors surfacing around that there's more than likely going to be a reprint in the United States. For those who don't know, there is a 100% confirmed reprint that just recently happened in Australia. This is a picture that was taken by one of my Discord members. His name's Tic Tac. Shout out to him, of a lot of the Ultra Premium collections that he ended up picking up. So, as you can say, he picked up a absolute ton of them. So there's definitely, you know, there's definitely some verification on behalf of him and some other people as well in regards to Australia having their booster boxes. He lives there as well. So I would definitely say, or sorry, not booster boxes, the Ultra Premium collections. So I would say that we have nothing to worry about on if that is something that is real or not. Now the question, of course, has to be, is this something that is now coming to the United States? I've made a lot of videos where I've made speculative takes and guesses on reprints of things that have come on other sites and then eventually transitioned. I think a good example is, you know, we saw ETBs for the Pokemon Center pop up on the UK site because they had a delay in their own print versus the United States had theirs initially first. And so you saw them come up late and people were saying, well, they came up late. There's no verification of that. But then obviously we just saw some Pokemon Center ETBs just pop up recently for Evolving Skies. So it's like, it's all over the place. There's no like real way, I would say, of knowing. I mean, you obviously hear the rumors of like, you know, it's here, therefore it's more likely going to go there. Kind of like how, you know, Evolving Skies just recently had a reprint that, if I'm correct, was confirmed in Australia as well. And then we just got a confirmation of it happening in the United States as well sometime in August. So I would say that on like a scale of like more than likely to happen versus this is just straight falsities, I do think that there is a possibility, and this should give people hope that UPCs could potentially get a reprint in the United States. Of course, this is not 100% confirmed. We don't know the logistics of it all because, like I said, it could be something where they had delays on their UPCs and the United States got theirs before, like we kind of saw with the UK, or it could be something that we're going to see a following of. Not really a way of knowing with that. So I personally believe that this is one of those rumors that we can really have a conversation about and see, you know, how is this a possibility to happen, especially after we, you know, got that message from the Pokemon company saying basically, listen, like this is it for product for Celebrations on the site. Of course, we've seen Celebrations product relisted multiple times, so I gotta assume it's probably Pokemon Center exclusively trainer boxes. I could be wrong with that, but I have a feeling that it's only correlated to that. Obviously, we take a look at just the general price right now of the Ultra Premium Collection. It is just continuously climbed. It has started to take a little bit of a drop off recently, but if we look at like the past couple of days, it's just gone up. So no sort of, you know, effects of the drop coming from Australia side. Obviously we're in the US, so I don't see why it would, but you know, depending upon the wave of the reprint, I mean, it could of course drop the price all the way down to as low as $200 to, you know, $250, maybe even $300, depending upon the size, if I were to guess, because I know people always want me to, you know, say that. But do I think it'll ever fall down to MSRP? No, I don't think so. Even at its low, I mean, if we literally look at the low when it had its reprint, it went down to $225. So, I mean, I doubt it would ever get lower than this, you know? It just doesn't make sense to me unless they have like one of the biggest reprints ever. And another thing about these too, they're a lot harder to reprint than like your standard booster box. Booster boxes are easy, 36 packs, you know, slap them in a little box, boom, good to go. This, you've got the metal cards, you've got each of the pull-out things, you've got so many more things that you have to print with this in regards to just the design of it compared to booster boxes. And so that's a lot of things people don't really take into consideration why you tend to see specifically ETBs versus booster boxes. There's a disparity in regards to reprints. So I don't see it going below $200 if we do see a reprint. Obviously, this is all speculative, all hypothetical if we even have a reprint to begin with. But yeah, I know this is just kind of going to be the small point I'm going to make on that. But jumping into the next kind of rumor that we're going to address, it is going to be the confirmation, quote unquote, of a Cosmic Eclipse Unified Minds booster boxes being shown up on distributors pages. So I want to address that. And first and foremost, for those people that are wanting sources on this, you probably already know this. PTCG Radio made a video the other day saying that he saw on someone's site Unified Minds, on a distributor site, Unified Minds, Cosmic Eclipse, and also, what was it? Crimson Invasion, and I think another one was found on the site having basically been available for purchase. Now, one thing I want to make known about that is there's a couple of things that he had mentioned. He said, one, although he saw it on the site, he doesn't have access to the prices. So for himself, there was no way of confirming what that kind of looked like for supply. If I'm correct, I could be wrong, someone can correct me on this. He did mention, however, that he did know of someone that was able to have access to purchase the product. And then on top of that as well, he also had stated that this was something that had just popped up. So basically it wasn't on it before and then it got added. So those are kind of the things that he had kind of stated. And it's one of these things for me where, you know, I don't know a better way of putting this other than I think that there's a misunderstanding of what is old supply versus reprint. And I'm not saying this specifically on his behalf. I'm just saying specifically in general. For most people, for example, we had a large amount of, you know, Fates Collide, and we had a large amount of Lost Thunder product that showed up on the shelves everywhere for like online retailers. So that doesn't make sense on the shelves, but LGS and online retailers, there you go. And the prices absolutely crashed for the pre-release kits. You had, you know, Lost Thunder ETB or booster boxes going down, you know, 50%. You had these build and battles dropping exponentially as well. So it was one of these things where it just absolutely crashed extremely fast. And this was not a reprint. This was old product supply that was found at the warehouse of the Pokemon company that ended up being sent out to distributors, and then distributors sent that out to all of us, right? And you saw prices get corrected. You've seen the same thing happen with Steam Siege. You've seen the same thing happen with other items before. And it's not a reprint because, as we've mentioned many times before on the channel, and I might make a full video on it so you know when an item is going to get reprinted more than likely or not. But you also saw it's just items that are not within that 2-year standard format. So it just has me to believe that this is more than likely either one of two things. Either one, the product, it was an error on the distributor's page, because that's happened before with my distributor. Or two, it was product that was added and there was only a small amount and it was something they found in a warehouse. Because like I'm going to show you right now, and this is not a breach of contract, so I'm able to show this because this is public information if someone wants to go and look this up. But one of the distributors, ACD, for example, right? ACD distribution. I am currently not logged in, so I am not showing any sort of information in regards to anything. This is publicly accessible. You just literally go acd.com. You can find this by searching in Pokemon. As you guys can see right now, if we go to the page, what do you know? Unbroken Bonds, Celestial Storm, Rebel Clash. You've got all these different booster boxes that you're able to purchase. Evolving Skies. All this is available. However, when you click on it and you pre-order it, there's no inventory. It's just a listing. And then I have other distributors that don't do the same approach ACD does with pre-order backorder. And they just occasionally have product that they'll just make a listing for, throw it on the site. So it's going to be one of those two. Either it was something they just added, because this is very common for a lot of distributors to, have that stuff added to the site because they have a small supply of it, or it was something that, there's maybe a little bit of foresight that was missed on this and it was already listed and, they're looking at the pre-order backorder, which once again, just because you can pre-order backorder something doesn't mean the distributor has that in supply. So I'd be interested to see if he makes more of an update video to that, because this is something that, in my opinion, would make precedent that I would be really concerned about. Don't get me wrong, I love reprints. I'm a huge fan of reprints. Cosmic Eclipse, great. Unified Minds, great. Reprints are awesome, but it would leave a precedent in regards to, this will be the first time the Pokemon Company has ever done a reprint outside of that 2-year window mark of standard format. So that is something that is extremely concerning to me if they were to do that, because then if the Pokemon Company, hypothetically wanted to, could literally go back and print Pokemon all the way from as early as XY. So that is something that I would say is pretty concerning if that were to be true. On a separate topic, the next one that we're going to kind of have a conversation about, I'm not going to go into prices on this because this is all speculative, so I'm not going to go to prices on those. Like I said, Cosmic Eclipse, Unified Minds, it's a lot more speculative. I don't think it's going to happen, so I don't want people to get their hopes up. But this one, on the other hand, there is a little bit of merit to it, and we'll kind of take a look at that. It's Rebel Clash. And this is where it's very interesting. So there was reports on Twitter where someone got a Rebel Clash, and here we can see if we want to kind of zoom in on this a little bit better. Shout out to Nate 50H. I know it's kind of on the side, so it's going to be a little bit harder to read this, but it shows a Rebel Clash. It shows a Rebel Clash code card that was found on accident in a Astral Radiance pack. So the guy scanned it. It was confirmed, and if we can see on screen right now, it is a new code card pack. So for those people who don't know, you obviously have your standard newer codes, right? And then you have your standard older ones. So for example, you can see the newer one on screen. If you don't already know, this is what one of the older ones looks like. So it's very curious because these newer ones were not introduced until Fusion Strike. And this has me to believe that unless there was a huge like error, that occurred where they somehow made a newer code card of an older set, all of a sudden, have a different front label, it's has me to believe more than likely that this was a code card that somehow accidentally got slipped into Astral Radiance pack, and it was of reprinted Rebel Clash packs. Now, does that mean it's going to be for Elite Trainer boxes? Does that mean it's going to be for booster boxes? Does that mean it's going to be for sleeved, blisters that are going to be going up on Walmart shelves, or et cetera, et cetera? We don't know. This is all speculative. However, in regards to Rebel Clash, this does have me to believe that we could see some form of a reprint happen right before Worlds is Worlds in August. And that wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility because it is about to go out of rotation in the standard format. And we've talked about this on the channel many times before. What currently is about to go out of rotation that hasn't gotten a reprint yet? Rebel Clash and Champions Path. So Rebel Clash is literally one of those two that hasn't gotten any sort of a reprint, right? You know, you can make an argument for Sword and Shield base set because it didn't have a booster box reprint, but it had ETB reprints. Those were shown up in Walmart stores. Rebel Clash, not a booster box reprint, not an ETB reprint. I've had my distributor had old product show up on the site, but nothing crazy. So it really does have me to believe that there is a possibility we could see something happen relatively soon. And I would predict relatively soon as well because it's about to go out of rotation. Now, why the Pokemon Company would do this? The only reason for me to believe is because they're going to try and bring down the prices of both the booster boxes as well as the individual competitively viable cards in the set for people to put in their decks before Worlds. That just makes the most sense to me. Other than that, I mean, the set is not exactly a high demand set, so I would also see a reason for me to believe that they just, you know, reprint the ETBs because the ETBs have gotten pretty expensive, you know, and they are obviously a collectible item to say the least. If we just go open up and see what Rebel Clash prices are, let's do a little bit of an advanced search. And we go and see Rebel Clash. As we can see, the booster boxes are going for around 180-ish, and the Rebel Clash Elite Trainer boxes are going for around 104, right? So people want to do the math. If you're talking about from wholesale prices, which is at the time was around $82, this is a little bit over 2x of return on what is the Rebel Clash booster boxes. And then if you're talking about what is wholesale MSR or wholesale prices for the ETBs, it's about 4x up. So this is about 400% up from the wholesale price, and this is about a little bit over 200% up. So the value of these booster boxes right now and Elite Trainer boxes are extremely high. They are extremely expensive. So especially for a set like Rebel Clash, which isn't high demand. So I think it's definitely a possibility that you could see a reprint of these, you know, ETBs or booster boxes or both even right before. I don't expect it to be a big one, but also you know, as far as I know, there wasn't a large wave for Darkness or Vivid Voltage ETBs. And then it ended up being absolutely massive to the point of where prices started to crash. But even then, it doesn't take much for prices to go down on a lot of this product because it starts to become a race to the bottom at a certain point once you start having enough on the market. So who knows? I mean, this is obviously a lot lower demand of a set, so only time will tell with that. But I mean, if we do see a reprint of this, you could see Rebel Clash Elite Trainer boxes do exactly what we saw with the Darkness Ablaze Vivid Voltage one, so go down to as low as $30 honestly. And then with the Rebel Clash booster boxes, argument to be made basically that you could see these go back down to $100 or $120 depending upon how big of a reprint we're talking. So, but you know, there's no confirmation. Once again, we're just looking at speculative rumors today, so I want everyone to take that away from this video. None of this is all 100% confirmed. We're just talking about all this, but it does have me to believe that, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I know it would be pretty last second, but there's still a possibility of it happening. So you know, crossing fingers, hoping for the best. But as far as it goes, those are kind of all the main reprint rumors that we've been having a conversation about for the past couple days on my live stream and the Discord channel, and people have asked me so many questions about it, so I wanted to make a video addressing it today and kind of giving, you know, my 2 cents on a lot of different reprint rumors that have been going around the Pokemon sphere. But that is all for today's video. As always, if you want to enter into our weekly giveaways, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and be subscribed to the YouTube channel. Post content for you to enter into each and every week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, any of our pre-recorded videos, in other words. Of course, as well, you can comment and like on any of those videos, so it allows you for multiple entries. And then lastly, we have 3 winners that will each be receiving 12 Astral Radiance booster packs. So 3 opportunities to win and then many opportunities to enter. So that is all I have for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Until then, I will see you all on Friday. Peace.